Today we are going to do a nice flow, lots of sun salutations, standing poses, balancing poses and some stretches. Let's come to the front of the mat, feet together, legs nice and strong, palms together in front of the heart. Let's take some breaths here, center ourselves. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, half fold. Keep the hands together in front of the heart. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Let's take that right foot to the back of the mat. Left foot goes to the back of the mat. Knees down, chest and chin slowly down. Inhale, come up into a low cobra. Onto the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Let's take some breaths here. Nice strong arms. And push that tummy towards the thighs. Keep breathing. Let's take the right foot up to the ceiling and bring it all the way through to the front of the mat. Left foot comes up in the air behind you and down to the mat next to the right. Forward fold. Keep the knees bent here. Inhale, arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold down to the mat. Let's take that left foot up to the ceiling. Exhale, down to the mat. Let's take that right foot to the back of the mat. Bend the knees. Slowly chest down to the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Onto the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Let's take some breaths here. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs. Nice strong arms. Let's take that left foot up to the ceiling. Nice big stretch and bring it all the way through to the front of the mat. Lift up the right foot and bring it down next to the left. Forward fold, exhale. Palms together in front of the heart. Inhale all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Let's take that right foot to the back of the mat. Left foot goes to the back of the mat, plank. Exhale, down to the mat. Inhale, onto the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Really push that belly towards the thighs. Nice strong arms, nice stretch in the back of the legs. Keep breathing. Inhale the right foot up to the ceiling. Bring it back to the front of the mat. Let's take that left foot up to the ceiling, back to the front of the mat. Forward fold, exhale. Hands in front of the heart. Inhale all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's take that left foot up to the ceiling into the back of the mat. Right foot comes to the back of the mat, plank. Exhale, down to the mat. Inhale, come up onto the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Let's take that left foot up to the ceiling, bring it back to the front of the mat. Right foot up at the back, back to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Hands in front of the heart. Inhale all the way back up to the ceiling. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Well done. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's take that right foot to the back of the mat. Left foot comes to join. Downward facing dog. Stretch out those calves. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. And then take both heels back down towards the mat. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Let's bring that right foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, come up into high lunge. Arms out, shoulder width apart. And exhale to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the right. Let's drop that right arm. Bring the left one right up in front of you. Nice balancing pose. Breathe. Hands back to center, back down on the mat. Let's take that right foot to the back of the mat. Downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Let's bring that left foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, come up to a standing lunge. Arms out wide, shoulder width apart. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale back into center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back into center. Exhale to the left. Drop that left arm. Raise the right above you. Keep breathing. Nice side twist. Strong legs. And let's come back to center. Hands down on the mat. Let's take that left foot to the back of the mat. Downward facing dog. Come down onto the knees. And let's do a couple of cat and cow. Exhale, spine up to the ceiling. Inhale, tummy down to the mat. Exhale, spine up to the ceiling, looking towards the thighs. Inhale, tummy down towards the mat. Let's come to neutral. Let's go back into child's pose. And let's go back into downward facing dog. Bring the right foot to the front. Inhale, let's bring the left hand onto the waist, right hand onto the shin. Open up that chest and take the left hand to the ceiling. Breathe. Side triangle pose. Hand onto the hip, right hand at the front, bend the right knee. Bring your hand a little bit further out on the mat. And use the strength in your right knee to push your left foot up, nice and straight behind you. Nice strong legs, strong right leg, strong left leg. Take both hands down to the mat. Warrior 3. Keep breathing. Hands closer to you on the mat. Let's take it back into downward facing dog. Let's take some breaths here. Let's bring that left foot to the front of the mat. Make sure you're nice and steady. Let's bring the right hand all the way up to the ceiling. Left arm goes down onto the shin. Side angle pose. Keep breathing. Bring the right hand to the back. Left hand goes out at the front, further than the foot. Make sure you're nice and steady. And lift up that right foot. Both hands go down to the mat. Warrior 3. Nice strong legs. Keep breathing. Hands come closer on the mat. Let's go back into downward facing dog. Let's take some breaths here. Next, exhale, knees down to the mat. Let's do a couple of more cats and cows. Inhale, belly down towards the mat. Exhale, spine towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And let's go back into downward facing dog. Take the right leg up to the ceiling, bring it through to the hands. Make sure we have heel to heel alignment, and let's come up into warrior two. Nice strong pose, looking at the right wrist. Right wrist goes onto right knee, and arm comes straight up and over. Side angle. Keep breathing. Nice strong legs. Let's take both hands down to the mat. Let's take the right foot back, downward facing dog. Take the left foot up at the back, bring it to the front of the mat. Drop the right heel. Left wrist comes onto left knee, hand on the hip. Make sure you have a good stand. And inhale that right hand up to the ceiling and over to the front, extended side warrior. Keep breathing. Let's take both hands down to the mat. Left foot goes to the back of the mat, downward facing dog. Let's take both knees down to the mat. Let's take the right foot to the back. Make sure you're really balanced here. Right hand goes all the way underneath the shoulder. And concentrate when we lift this left arm up. We're going to take the left arm over the head towards the front and round the entire body, all the way back up. Concentrate on this standing pose, all the way up to the top. Exhale down, inhale up. Let's do a couple more. And let's go in the opposite direction. Exhale, arm down. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Concentrate on that balance. And let's take both hands down to the mat. Let's come onto the elbows, clasp the hands together, and let's take the hips down to one side and then down to the other side. Any side is fine as long as you're doing both. Nice twist for the hips. Really let yourself go. Let's come back to center. Come back onto the palms of the hand. And let's do the other side. Take the right foot to the back of the mat. Make sure the left hand is firmly placed underneath the shoulder. And take the right hand all the way up to the ceiling. Now let's take it out in front of us. Exhale and wind it all the way around, all the way back up. Exhale and inhale all the way back up. Concentrate on that balance. Using the whole body to balance the legs, the core, the arms. One more time in this direction. Let's go back in the other direction. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and then inhale up. One more. Let's take both palms down to the mat. Let's come down onto the forearms again. Clasp the hands together. Let's tuck the toes onto the knees. Dolphin pose. Nice strong arms. The head shouldn't be touching the floor. If it's touching the floor, then bring your elbows closer into the body. Feel that stretch in the legs. Feel the stretch in the back. And breathe. On the next exhale, take your knees back down to the mat. Let's come back into child's pose. Let's stay here for a little while. Take some nice deep breaths. And relax here before we start the rest of the class. And slide the palms of the hands towards the knees and gently lift yourself up. Let's stay on the thighs, sitting up straight. Clasp the hands together behind the back, elbows straight, shoulders down, chest out, and breathe. Looking up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch in the chest. And release. Inhale the right arm up and exhale, let's twist to the left side. Right hand comes on the lower part of the back. Nice twist. Breathe into it. And gently release. Both hands up to the ceiling. Left hand goes onto right thigh. Right hand comes on the lower part of the back. Twist. Keep breathing. Chin parallel to the ground. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale down. Take a downward facing dog. Take the right foot to the front of the mat. Take the left foot to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. And let's come down into a seated position. Legs flat out in front of you on the mat. Bring that right foot into the chest. Nice and close. Left leg flat on the mat. Let's bring that right hand up and bring it round the front of that right leg. Left arm goes to the back. If you can join both hands together, then that's great. Bend forward and breathe. Nice stretch and hip opener. Keep breathing. Inhale, come up. Take that right foot down. Left knee comes up close to the chest. Exhale, the left arm round the left leg. Let's take that right hand to the back and fold forward. If you can join the hands together, that's great. If not, don't worry. And breathe. Keep breathing. And let's take both legs flat down onto the mat. Bring your knees up to the chest and let's roll back onto our back a couple of times and then roll forward and come up into a plank. And let's slowly go down onto the mat. Chest and chin down to the mat. All the way down. Lying flat on the mat. Now interlace the hands behind the back. Nice strong arms, straight elbows. And bring that chest off the mat. Head looking down towards the mat. Nice strong pose. Keep breathing. And exhale slowly down to the mat. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and bring yourself up into downward facing dog. Let's take the right foot forward, left foot comes forward, and let's come down to a sitting position on the mat again. Come down into a bridge pose. Back nice and flat on the mat. Shoulders on the mat. Bring the heels in towards the buttocks. Hands flat on the mat. Palms facing down. Nice strong legs. Let's inhale and raise those hips up. And exhale slowly back down to the mat again. Inhale, hips up. Exhale slowly back down to the mat. Inhale up, nice strong legs. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And let's clasp the hands underneath the back. Keep breathing. Legs nice and strong. Bridge pose with clasped hands. Keep breathing. Release the hands and slowly bring the hips down to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a hug. Okay, let's do that again. Ankles in towards the buttocks. Palms flat on the mat. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, release down to the mat. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, release down to the mat. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And let's clasp those hands again underneath. Nice strong pose. Feel that in the thighs. Imagine you're bringing the knees together without actually touching them. Keep breathing. Shoulders relaxed. Release the arms, release the hips. Bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a hug. Take the feet mat width apart and just bring the knees in together, touching. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Shoulders relaxed. Bring the feet back into center. Let's take the right foot all the way up to the ceiling and take the right ankle onto the left knee. Then thread the hands through and grab the back of the left thigh. This is lying down pigeon. You really feel this in the right thigh at the back. Shoulders relaxed. Keep breathing. Feel that stretch. And gently release the left leg down. Take the right foot off. Let's do the other side. Let's bring the left leg up to the ceiling. Left ankle on right knee. Thread your arms through. Grab the back of the thigh. Relax the shoulders. Keep breathing. And gently release the right leg. Take the left foot off. And give yourself a hug. And let's come up to a seated position on the mat. Legs flat out in front of you. Toes pointed to the ceiling. And exhale, let's fold forward. Feet at a 90-degree angle. And breathe into it. Relax those shoulders. Relax the head. Feel the stretch in the back of the hamstrings. And breathe. Remember, it doesn't matter if you can touch your toes or not, as long as you're feeling that stretch in the back of the hamstrings. And gently come back up again. Let's take the right foot into the left leg and exhale, fold forward over the left leg. Left foot at a 90-degree angle. Again, a nice stretch for the hamstrings, but we're stretching a different set of hamstrings this time. Shoulders relaxed. Keep breathing. Inhale, let's slowly come up. Take the right foot down. Bring the left foot up. Sole of the foot touching into the right leg. And exhale, fold forward on that right leg. Right foot pointed up at a 90-degree angle. And breathe. Breathe into the stretch. Maybe you can feel yourself bending a little bit more with every exhale. If not, it's okay. And let's slowly come back up to center. Okay, let's come down lying on the back. We're in resting pose now. Legs all the way flat on the mat. Feet mat width apart. Hands to the side. Palms facing up. This is your time to relax. Relax the head. Relax the shoulders. Feel the back sinking into the mat. Let go of the hips. Drop the arms. Relax the legs. And just let go. I'm going to let you lie here for a few minutes. Let you melt into the mat. And I will come and guide you back onto the mat again after a few minutes. Just relax. Slowly bring some movement into the hands and into the feet. Let's bring the feet together at the end of the mat. Reach the arms up overhead and take a couple of deep breaths. Bring the knees up to the chest and slowly roll over to the right side. We're going to take a few moments here. And when you're ready, you can use your arms to bring you up into a seated position. Let's take a moment here. And when you're ready, gently open up the eyes. Thank you for joining me today, and I really hope you enjoyed the class. I hope to see you again soon.